Hi there. I hope that you're doing well, my beautiful cosmic siblings. And I want to speak to you about something that's been coming up a lot lately with a lot of my clients and even with my friends is, that people will say they're going through a difficult time, but then it's immediately followed up by, oh, but I should be grateful because I've got this and I've got that and I've got that. And I just really want to remind you to not compare your trauma, your pain, your challenges, whatever you are going through. Do not compare it to other people, because, the way that we experience trauma is relative. And it is relative to you based on where you are, what you went through, a lot of how you grew up, what you inherited through your pathology. So honor your feelings, honor your emotions, and before trying to just, look at Bruno, before just trying to get away from your feelings and your emotions and to just heal and, cut off and send to the light and all those sort of things, which are all wonderful, beautiful things. But, the trauma that we experience is here for a reason. And I also want you to remember that, trauma is almost like open tabs on a laptop or on a computer. After a while, you need to open more tabs to support that tab being open, and it slows down the whole system as a whole. And a lot of times, we can't feel exactly how deeply we are actually experiencing our trauma because we need to find a way to cope. And when we typically have the thing where we say that, my trauma's not so bad, I shouldn't feel so bad, that is the trauma speaking. Your system, your nervous system has to find a way to normalize what's happening or to cope with what's happening. Otherwise, you won't be able to cope through your day. So acknowledge your feelings and remember that when we are triggered, you are triggered by something else. So when something beautiful happens and, oh, it's so amazing, then you're triggering happy thoughts. And when you have something happening and it's not that amazing, then you're triggering non-happy thoughts. And as I said, a lot of times we don't realize how deeply we feel. We normalize it so that we're able to cope in our everyday lives. Otherwise, we won't be able to cope. Now, if you are interested in getting support in this sort of thing, this is something that I am proudly excelling at. Tarot readings, theta healing sessions, beautiful consultations. You can just contact me. My name is Adrian Nelson. I'm a life transformation guide, and I am very passionate about supporting those who are ready to, to find their light and to grow their light and to benefit from their own healing in a lasting